Hello everybody, it's Danny Smith from Power Through Personal Training again. So today I'd like to just talk to you about weight training and cardio training. Okay, and kind of the difference between the two, and basically, you know, what you kind of should be doing, and the answers that I kind of the answers that I give in this video maybe come as a bit of a surprise. And I just want you to the video is designed to for you to just tweak what you think about cardio and weight training just a little bit in your mind in order to try and understand the concept that I'm trying to put across in this video. Okay, so as an exerciser, as a person, what should you be doing in the gym? Should you be doing weights or should you be doing cardio? And the answer, of course, is that you should be doing both. You should be doing a bit of both in your training regime, but not necessarily in the way that you maybe think about it right now. Okay, so basically the concept that I want you to understand is that weights and cardiovascular exercise are not mutually exclusive. Okay, so there's not weights over here and then cardio over here. Okay, yes, there is a spectrum of more resistance exercise, and then on the other end there's more of a cardio exercise, but they're not mutually exclusive. They don't exist on their own. Okay, there is a kind of overlap somewhere around here in the middle. Okay, so what is cardiovascular exercise? Basically, cardiovascular exercise is just rhythmical movement under low resistance. Okay, so the resistance is very, very low, and this allows the exercise that you're doing to have more of a prolonged effect on your cardiovascular system, so your heart and your lungs, okay, will be working constantly for probably a longer period of time. And then on the other end of the spectrum, what is weight training? Okay, weight training is again those same kind of movements, but this time it's under a higher resistance. Okay, so you've got cardio, low resistance, weight training, resistance training at a higher resistance, and again, not mutually exclusive. There is a spectrum from one end to the other. Okay, and there's an overlap in the middle. So, for example, you can use weights. You can use dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells. You can use weights as a form of cardiovascular exercise. So if you're getting low, so for example, if you got a very, very low weighted set of dumbbells and you did lots of reps of a certain exercise, okay, you're doing that for a long period of time, and that is essentially cardiovascular exercise. Or if you, for example, got a few sets of dumbbells and you did different exercises, so one after the other, okay, on different muscle groups, okay, that's circuit-based training, which again is more of a form of cardiovascular exercise, but using weight training, using resistance training to do that. And then on the flip side, if you get any kind of cardio machine, so for example, say the rower, if you've got on the rower, put it up at a high resistance, at the highest setting it will go, and you absolutely went hell for leather for a few seconds at a time, okay, that is simulating the effect again that more resistance training will have on your body. Okay, not necessarily on your muscle, but on your metabolism, on your metabolism rather than your actual muscles. Okay, so the concept that I want you to understand is that, yeah, they're not mutually exclusive. There is a spectrum. Okay, you can use weight training for cardiovascular exercise, and you can use standard cardiovascular exercises to simulate the effects of light resistance or weight training. Okay, so that's where the concept in the middle comes. Okay, there is an overlap between the two. Okay, so I hope that's maybe tweak something in your mind. You can get a cardiovascular effect through very, very heavy weight training as well. You know, if I went upstairs and did heavy squats for a few reps at a time, after those few reps I will be out of breath, I'll be out of puff, you know, and that is my heart and my lungs working to quite a high extent just by doing a few reps at a time. So, you know, it's like I said before, what should you be doing? You should be doing both, but again, not necessarily in that exclusive bracket. You know, you haven't got cardio there, you haven't got weights over here. There's a kind of blurred kind of middle of the road area where you're doing things like circuit training, and you're doing kind of high intensity cardiovascular exercise. So where you're sprinting, like sprints and things like that. So that's kind of where the middle ground lies. So yeah, you should be doing both. And again, there is a middle ground where, you know, you're having both kinds of effects. You're having effects on the structure of your muscle. You're having effects on your cardiovascular system by doing exercises in a certain way. So I hope that's clear. I hope that's tweaked something in your mind. I hope that's kind of made you realise that, you know, how much cardio should I be doing? How much weight training should I be doing? You know, yes, they are, you know, valid questions, but not necessarily some like the questions that, you know, you might want to ask. You maybe want to ask more kind of specific questions, like how I can use weight training as a cardiovascular tool as well as just a resistance tool. Okay, so I hope that's been useful. I hope you've kind of learned something from that. I hope your kind of concept of exercise, different types of exercises, has altered a little bit and possibly changed for the better. So if you want any more information, again, just get in touch with me on my business page, on my personal page. And again, if you want to apply for a transformation session, just get in touch again via my business page or my personal page, and I will send you through the relevant information. So thank you for listening today, and I'll see you all very soon.